Washington Post. Planned Parenthood announced Monday that it is pulling out of the Title X federal family planning program for low-income Americans, rather than abide by a new Trump administration rule prohibiting participants from referring patients for abortions. Pro-life groups herald the abrupt decision as a major victory, and one signaled that Planned Parenthood, contrary to its claims, is primarily a politically motivated abortion provider, not a healthcare organization.
I would add that this appears to be evidence that the organization values a pro-abortion agenda more than it does the essential healthcare services it provides to so many women and girls. This new rule stands in clear opposition to the Clinton administration rule in 2000 requiring Title X providers to tell patients where they could get abortions if they were asked. The Department of Health and Human Services argues that its new rule better reflects the underlying law, which bars Title X funds from going to programs where abortion is the method of family planning.
I'm sure you'll agree that this is certainly a necessary and legal step in the right direction for the federal government. You see, abortion is illegal, and protecting, committing, funding, or participating in the act is criminal, period, even if it is the federal government. I do not make this statement because the Constitution says it, but because God says it. The Bible was the chief source of law and morality for the founders of our nation. They understood that God's protective laws, such as thou shalt not murder, were not negotiable and eternal. Alexander Hamilton declared,
"The sacred rights of humankind are not to be rummaged for among old parchments or musty records. They are written, as with a sunbeam, in the whole volume of human nature, by the hand of the divinity itself, and can never be erased or obscured by mortal power."
The truth of Hamilton's assertion can easily be seen in America's founding documents. In the Declaration of Independence, our founders stated all men are created equal with certain unalienable rights. And did you catch that? They were not born equal, but rather created equal by their creator with certain unalienable rights, chiefly life. And we all know human beings are created in the womb of their mother at conception. The preamble of our Constitution declares its purpose: to secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity. In other words, our founders pledged to protect the life of future generations. In the Constitution, we find the framers again securing and guaranteeing protection of all life in the Fifth Amendment. No person shall be deprived of life without due process of law. This applies to every living person, and we know abortion violates this right by killing babies before they're born, let alone before due process.
it is essential our government stay subservient to the rules of our eternal God. I leave you with the wisdom of founding father John Dickinson. Our liberties do not come from charters, for these are only the declaration of a pre-existing right. They do not depend on parchments or seals, but come from the King of Kings and the Lord of all the earth. This is Jake MacAulay
And Dominic MacAulay
with the Institute on the Constitution, bringing you the American View.